everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a tutorial for once. I used a bunch of new products and I'm going to review them and I'm going to tell you how to achieve this look. If that sounds interesting and you want to get down with that, keep watching. Alright, so we've got one eye completed and I've got my brows on because that's a whole instructional video of itself. And if you want to see something like that, let me know. I'm wearing my dirty yellow shirt that I wipe all my makeup on like a child. And I'm going to give you the list of things that I'm using now so that if you want to follow along with this tutorial, you have time to get everything that you need set and ready. I used the brand new ABH and Jackie A palette as well as my Riviera, one color out of my Riviera. While we're on the subject of that new palette, it came with this amazing 90s looking bag and I'm just living for it. It also came in this beautiful presented PR box. As far as brushes are concerned, I heavily believe that it's most important to look at the bristles and all of the actual brush itself more than the number or the brand. For instance, I have some brushes that were a friggin' $1 from the dollar store that are A1 that I love. I have some brushes from the dollar store that are complete horseshit. The worst, just the worst, okay? Like, you know, you hit or miss. I do have a Anastasia Beverly Hills brush set, and I will say I'm not disappointed with any of them. Basically, the more money you put into it, the better the brushes are going to be. However, if you cannot put the money into the high-end brushes right now, do not feel like you can't do this. I'm going to explain these brushes by bristle. Yeah. I'll tell you what kind of brush it is for people who do want to follow along with it and get like the actual name and number, but I'm going to be heavily focusing on what kind of brush it actually is and how you can find it in your collection. First brush, I have this guy from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and the number is ripped off completely, so you know, that's why numbers don't worry me much. It is a flat brush. We're talking super flat. It is something that you could cut a crease with because when you pinch it like that, it goes super thin, and that's what you want. So one of those. I'm also going to be using a brush from Luxie. I got in a BoxyCharm way back. It's a Luxie 141 mini round brush. This guy. So you want to use a brush that's short, not too firm. See that? Not too firm. However, the shortness is going to give you control. So there you go. I used to have a brush from e.l.f. that was very similar, but yeah, this is what we're going to use. An Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette brush. I use both sides of it, so we're looking for a nice fluffy blending brush and a more firm yet still eyeshadow applying brush. Not firm like our first concealing brush, that's just, you know. Last but not least, we are using another fluffy brush that is not too fluffy. It's very similar to that last firm brush I showed you, but longer. And this one is a straight up Wet n Wild brush. Get at Walmart. I'm also using Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer. Now this is important. I have encountered lots of people struggling with their halos, and they're all using a concealer to cut it. I am not an expert. I put makeup on my face, and when it works, I do it like that again and try to keep going. And when it doesn't work, I scientifically figure it out and eliminate whatever is like causing me issues and trying to replace it. That was concealer. For any kind of cuts, concealer did not dry down for me, and it stayed tacky even after I put my eyeshadow on. It would like clump. Didn't matter what brand it was. I was not about it. So I had started using Jeffree Star's Drug Lord Velour liquid lipstick instead because it dries down and it was like white. But you know, that thing I just go through so fast, and it's $18 and for your lips. So this is a godsend. I've had this for months now and I use it for every look and it still feels even full. I've seen that people have been having issues with this one when they get it, when they open it, it's been like just like exploding. Mine did not do that. And after working retail in Vegas, again, in the science book of Tisha, I believe that these ones that are exploding maybe are getting stored in high temperatures before they're getting sold. And that's unfortunate because I freaking love this and I hate that people aren't having good experiences. Nonetheless, we're gonna be using a primer to cut this or it's not gonna work out as well as you'd like it to. Trust.
So let's go ahead and get into this.
I struggle doing tutorials because sometimes I talk too much, so I'm gonna try to focus and we're gonna do this. All right. And I have a hand mirror, but you don't need one. I just, you know, whatever. First things first. First brush I'm going to grab was that little mini round brush from Luxie and your ABH Jackie A palette. Inside her, we are gonna go into credit. With credit loaded up on your brush, you are going to be going around your actual eyeball. You're following your crease and pulling it all around like a big half circle. Try your best not to drag either. We're patting and making little circles in. Now that you've got that in, you kind of want to do one of these to your brush and just go back in and make tiny baby circles to make it a little more blended at the edge and not so blunt. Now, if that is not perfect, aka right here, do not fret. It doesn't matter. We are going to do other things and it doesn't matter. Take that same round brush and do the same thing that we did prior. Try your best to, wash your brushes more than I do. And then I'm gonna grab into, after that, then I'm gonna take the same brush, dip into Supreme. Now with Supreme, you're gonna go right on top of your blended edge and layer it with pink. That's in and looking crazy because we need to blend. Doing the same action you did with your brown to blend out, you're gonna do it with your pink now. Make sure there's no more brown on your brush or it's gonna mess you up. Yeah. Next, grab that fluffy blending brush from the Anastasia palette or whatever fluffy blending brush you were able to find and go back into that first color of credit or the brown color, whatever. You're now going back in and making it so there is no big blunt stop between your pink and your brown. It's supposed to blend right into each other. Like that. Ayo. If you couldn't tell before, I haven't really been paying attention to anything happening on the lid because it doesn't matter. We're gonna cut over it anyway. The main focus is to get that brown and pink to blend like that. Grab that concealer brush or cut crease brush or whatever we're gonna call this guy, because I don't know the number anymore, so I'm a slob. This is where the ABH eye primer comes in. I grab like that much, not even much, because it's super powerful and totally worth it. And now what you're gonna do is you're going to try to make a circle starting from the middle, only the arch. Don't worry about your lid. Get the arch right and we'll worry about the lid later. Yeah. Again, not worrying about underneath, trying to get that perfect like sphere on the top is what matters. Still have a good amount on my brush, so now I'm gonna start taking her down. I don't pull. As you could see when I was putting that in, I tapped and I moved way slow. Anybody who can do one of those little swoopies is a damn witch. And I'm jealous, for the record. So I used the rest of what was on the brush for the lid. Now that this is liberally up here, I can start to connect them carefully. Yay. Okay. Next, you're gonna wanna grab that Riviera palette. Riviera palette. I use Sails with that bushy, fluffy, Wet n Wild brush that I was talking about earlier. Literally load up your brush as much as you can and start getting that guy in the middle only. Be very careful when you start getting to the top so that you don't get this white out there. What's always helped me with that is pulling down when you're putting it in close to the line. I went over the line a little bit. We're not perfect. Woo! All right, she's in, white's in. Now we're gonna grab our mini round brush again and we're gonna go in to that same first pink shade Supreme that we used on the outer blending. And you're going to now try to mimic this side. So what I always think about is making a V. So I'm going to start one pink line this way and one pink line the other way to make that V effect. Patting it in, remember, patted, not dragging. Brush it out again. Okay. And blend the edge with the white so that it's not as harsh. If you blend and you lose some pigment towards the outer, just grab some more on your brush and specifically pay attention to that outer and not the inner that you just so heavenly blended. If you accidentally made it blunt again like I did, you go ahead and dust out your brush and do the same thing again. So far, so good. Next, we're gonna grab that stiffer side of our Anastasia Beverly Hills palette brush and use it back in that first brown shade, Credit, for the outside. Then flip it over and use the brush on the other end to blend it. Now that you have that in and it's blended, if it has blended too far and messed up your V in any way, go back with your mini round brush in the pink and refresh it. Like that. Ayo. Hello. Sometimes I lose some of my white in that blending, so I like to take a little more. Ooh, and go carefully right on just the white. It's a juggling game between your tools of blending, and don't ever feel like there should be a certain amount of time spent blending. Like if you're blending for quite some time, that's natural. And halos are all about the blend. That is how you will do that. I hope that was helpful. I'm still going to be putting on the rest of my face makeup and some banging lashes I can't wait to talk about. Literally the lashes of my life. So give me a second and I'll be right back after I do that. Okay, so I have finished both eyes. I have finished the whole face. And I'm super excited to talk about these lashes. So let's get started. Right now I am wearing Heavenly Minx lashes, and they are in the style Vixen. Let's just rewind a little bit because let's just get to the nitty-gritty of all of this, okay? This is how you can contact everybody with Heavenly Minx, and this is how they arrive. Can I just say, this is the coolest packaging for lashes that I have ever freaking seen. It is literally a compact that holds your lashes. That is a really tight fit. It's amazing. Talk about reusable packaging, right? I can put glitter in this. I could put bobby pins in this. I could put friggin' all kinds of different things in this. Currently, because I have 3 of them, once I'm done with my lashes, I am going to be using these, repurposing them into little fake makeup compacts for my daughters to play with. So, we love a reusable queen. The other 2 that I got were Fantasy, which is absolutely beautiful. Triggered. And I was like, oh my God. So what I'm wearing right now is Vixen, and they are absolutely stunning. I friggin' can't. I have been trying for so long to find some Instagram banging big lashes. I have tried Tarte. I have tried Allure. I have tried Ardell. I have tried Dodo lashes. I have tried tons of different lashes. And I loved them all. But none of them were big enough. None of them were big enough. I need to be able to fly away by my eyes to heaven. In order to do that, I have just been going through brands, trying to find it. And then finally, I find them. I'm going to connect all of the information to get these guys down there. And if you want, you can get a little bit of a discount if you use my name, Tisha Faced, one word, capital letters all the way through, just like this channel's name. And you can get some money off. We like that. We like that. Do it. I am so happy about them. I can't even begin to express how grateful I am to be a part of the Heavenly Minx family, because what the F? I'm shook. Who gave them permission? Like, Who gave them permission? I also have a little bit of Vegas loose highlight on my face, also from ABH, which is super amazing. I'm wearing the lip color Bittersweet from ABH. It's a liquid lipstick and it is amazing. If you can guess what summertime treat all of this was inspired off of, put it in the comment section. Here is our finished look. No, you know what? No. We're gonna go there? I'm gonna go there. I have been inspired by a lovely member of a makeup group that I admin in, and he's so fierce, and I need a fierce moment because I feel really fierce right now, so here it goes.
You better work.
Yeah, that's all I got. I hope you guys had a great time. I can't wait to see if anybody is coming out with some crazy awesome halos after this, and I'll see you next time. Bye! We're gonna grab... This is what happens when you fall off of your YouTube videos. You start messing up again. I am wearing the lip color... What am I wearing? Kind of like what... Well, no. First and foremost, I will... What? Get my life together. Right now, I am wearing heavily... Why can't I say it? Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and turn on your notification bell so you always know when I have a brand new video. Thanks!